Cold.
It's a fishy swell, sir. It's supposed to be cold.
Alfred is one of the most powerful characters in the cast. He's very loyal to Bruce. He's the one who knows the small child. He knows the child in Bruce. He's the only one who's ever been there and's been with him every step of the way. He knows how Bruce Wayne became Batman. He understands it. He accepts it. He's part of it.
Certainly in the Tim Burton films, there was this wonderful, almost childlike simplicity to the Batman character. You know, I'm doing my stuff, and he has no idea how the phone bill's getting paid. You know, Alfred just takes care of all that stuff.
A piece of Alfred that they don't really take into the movies, which is great in the books, is that he was a combat surgeon. Like, he was a guy during the war who would stitch people up like a medic. So when Batman comes back after a night of getting the crap knocked out of him, Alfred puts him back together again. And you don't really get that in the movies too much.
Tell her there's a big business deal came up. No, you know what? Tell her, let her know that not in some kind of dumb, be my girlfriend kind of way.
I will relay the message.
Great.
Mr. Wayne, a reminder, tonight is that loathsome party hosted by the odious Mr. Shrek. May we RSVP in the resoundingly negative? Well, now then, the bond between Batman and Alfred, I think, is the fact that ever since he was a child, since he was a very small boy, he hasn't had a mother, he hasn't had a father. All he's had is an old-fashioned nanny. He doesn't stand for any rubbish, but at the same time, he's there to look after and take care of his ward, you know?
I think that Alfred absolutely blames himself for the demise of the Waynes, that he wasn't there, that he, in my mind's eye, that I would have been parked around the corner, they would have gone to the theatre. I said, look, you're not going home on your own. So he blames himself for all that. His Bushido militaristic oath is to protect that boy because he blames himself for the demise of the parents.
Don't we all want an Alfred? I mean, I would love an Alfred. Somebody who is uncomplaining, who keeps the vehicles running, keeps the mower sharp, chops the wood, keeps the fire going, does a bit of cooking, always seems to be there and ready and willing. It's, he's a dream, really. I mean, he's not a superhero, but in some small, retiring way, I think he could be regarded with a small h as a bit of a hero. I'm delighted that so many generations, not just children, are quite taken up with these stories and these characters. It's lovely to be part of that fictional universe.
I'm assuming you're Alfred.
Hello, Pennyworth. I've heard of you.
At your service, Master Damien.
Where are the rest of the servants?
I am the sum total.
You have only one servant?
He's not a servant. He's a friend.
A little liquid courage, Mr. Dent.
Thank you. Alfred, right?
That's right, sir.
Yeah, Rachel talks about you all the time. You've known her whole life.
Oh, not yet, sir.
Any psychotic ex-boyfriends I should be aware of?
Oh, you have no idea.
There was young Master Bruce, leading his grey pony with me on its back, like a sack of old potatoes covered in mud and nursing a sprained ankle. That was the first and last time I gave him a riding lesson. Well, I think I've embarrassed him for long enough. I'm off to bed.
I think we might be able to skip the gardener this month.
Well, he was trained by the League of Assassins.
I myself am rooting for the shrubbery.
Although I must admit, I've picked up quite a few new culinary ideas, and there's a fish I rather fancy made with miso.
I see you haven't changed at all, old friend.
Prepare some tea, Pennyworth. Brown sugar instead of white, fresh cut lemon, a china cup.
Perhaps Master would like some warm mixed nuts and a moist hand towel.
Watch yourself, Pennyworth. I'm not so young that I don't understand sarcasm.
While I am much too old to care.
Well, you'll be happy to know I've drawn you a bath. Whenever you're ready.
What's the deal, Alfred?
I said I drew you a bath, sir. April Fools?
Very funny, Alfred. I guess I'll just take a shower.
Not a funny bone in his entire body. Master Bruce, Miss Gordon, I heard you've discovered our little secret. Yes, I admit it. I am Batman.
Who are you?
Batman?
I don't think so.
Just once, I'd like someone to believe that.
Hey, that's a giant dinosaur.
And I thought Batman was the detective. I've asked Master Bruce to refrain from leaving trash in the yard.
Meaning, I trust, that once you're done with him, you'll be seeing her?
You think you know everything about me, don't you?
I dive at your bottom. I bloody well ought to, sir.
What about, Diana?
Well, you have her number.
You could have called her.
Oh, perhaps I should fly to Paris with a handwritten note. Will you be Bruce's teammate? Check yes or no.
I'm only interested in her skill set.
I'm sure you are.
Can we?
Master, wait! Master, wait! What is the point of all those push-ups if you can't even lift a bloody log?
You look tired, Alfred. You'll be all right without me?
You can tell me to rush in for apply your own bloody sunshine lotion.
If it's suicide you're after, I have an old family recipe. It's slow and painful. You'd like it.
Alfred, how's the satellite picture?
Splendid. I can almost see your pointy ears, sir.
Sir, if you don't mind my saying, I'm a little concerned. I've seen you go through similar phases in 2016 and 2012 and 2008 and 2005 and 1997 and 1995 and 1992 and 1989 and that weird one in 1966.
Oh, I heard he never leaves the East Wing. You know, I heard he had an accident. Yeah, that he's disfigured. He has to
Mr. Till, why are your people using the main staircase?
I don't have a concussion.
I wasn't aware you received a medical degree while you were in the Himalayas, Master Damien. Master Dick was quite explicit. At least 24 hours of observation.
He's not my father. And neither are you.
And for that, young man, you should be profoundly grateful.
Mild teasing at best. I'm being uncharacteristically gentle with you. Mainly because you're bleeding all over my nice clean floor.
Not going to let me go to work.
That is correct, Master Bruce. Not until you've had proper medical attention,
Fine.
food, and a minimum of 8 hours bed rest.
Let's just get this over with.
I made chicken soup. You can eat while you brood, and I'll put in your stitches myself. It will be delightful, I'm sure.
All right.
By the way, the part about the stitches, that would be sarcasm.
Pewter, do you hear me?
Hello, Master Bruce.
Alfred, there's something wrong with the back computer. What's this? Pewter. Nothing. Pewter. Do you see what I'm saying?
There's nothing wrong with it, sir. I've just taken away your computer privileges.
Really ticks me off after all those lectures he gave me about using protection.
Indeed. Are you all right, Master Dick?
I took the cut. I can take the stitch.
Maybe you need more anesthetic.
And maybe you need to go
Master Dick!
But why did you have to lead the team?
Because it's my company, and I can do whatever the bloody hell I want to.
You still have to answer to this board, Mr. Wayne. And frankly...
I think we're done here. If any of you have further concerns, bring them to Lucius. He's more than capable of handling things while I'm gone.
I did find someone.
I know, and you lost them. But that's all part of living, sir. But you're not living. You're just waiting, hoping for things to go bad again. I never wanted you to come back to Gotham. I always knew there was nothing here for you except pain and tragedy. And I wanted something more for you than that. I still do. I've sewn you up, I've set your bones, but I won't bury you. I've buried enough members of the Wayne family. I am using the truth, Master Wayne. Maybe it's time we all stop trying to outsmart the truth and let it have its day. I'm sorry.
You're sorry. You expect to destroy my world. And then think that we're gonna shake hands.
No. I know what this means.
What does it mean?
It means your hatred, and it also means losing someone that I have cared for since I first heard his cries echo through this house. But it might also mean saving your life. And that is more important.
Master Bruce, now is not the time for doubt.
I can't do it. I can't stop them.
No, you can't. Not on your own, but it's high time you realize that you are a man, not an island. And a man's strength comes not from just brawn and intelligence, but also from his allies.
Know your limits, Master Wayne.
That man has no limits.
Well, you do, sir.
Well, vengeance blackens the soul, Bruce. I always feared you would become that which you fought against. You walk the edge of that abyss every night. But you haven't fallen in, and I thank heaven for that. But Andrea fell into that pit years ago. And no one, not even you, could have pulled her back.
I thought I might prepare a little supper. Very well.
Alfred.
Yes, Master Bruce.
It was my fault, Alfred. I made them leave the theater. If I hadn't gotten scared.
It was nothing that you did. It was him, and him alone. Do you understand?
I miss him, Alfred. I miss him so much.
So do I, Master Bruce. So do I.
They've been in there a long time.
Yes, miss, they have. If I may be so bold, I'm neither a superhero nor a soldier, so I'm hardly qualified to judge your actions by those standards. But I do know this. Without the great sacrifices you've made, we wouldn't be here to share this nice pot of tea. Whatever they decide in that room, in my eyes, you'll always be a hero.
The Wayne legacy is more than bricks and mortar, sir.
I wanted to save Gotham. I failed.
Why do we fall, sir? So that we can learn to pick ourselves up.
You still haven't given up on me.
Never.
Someone's here for you, son.
Oh, Master Bruce, I am so very sorry. I can never replace them. But I promise you, I will never, ever leave your side. Please, Master Bruce. Be strong. strong.